Oh,
for a
no.
commercial.
So the gentleman asked me if I were to get up and sing. I don't know what came over me. I got up and I went to talk to the piano player, and all the songs that I knew weren't songs in her repertoire. So we ended up singing Volare, because at the time Volare was the song.
Yeah.
I sang Volare, Poor Little Fool, Rock Around the Clock, and Bésame Mucho. That was the repertoire from hell. But, the people made me sing Volare about 3 times. I say, I must be doing good. And then I realized they're going to say, no, he's going to keep singing until he gets it right.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I hope
okay.
so.
Was that in the 50s?
That was 1958, to be exactly.
Yeah,
Wow.
okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I worked in that place for many months. I started, he says, Nelson, I give you every Friday. And then a Saturday yes, a Saturday no. After the first Friday, say, no, let's do every Friday and Saturday. After the Saturday, say, let's do Thursday. After the Thursday, we say, let's do Wednesday. So I end up with Tuesday to Saturday. I worked there for many months. I had a repertoire. I would sing from Granada to Mississippi mud. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It was wonderful. Then I went to Chicago to get a visa to take a car to Brazil. That was already beginning in '59, because in those days you buy a Chevrolet utility here for $2,700 and sold in Brazil for $11,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and but I wasn't my car. Somebody was paying for it. I went to Chicago to get a visa, and I went to that restaurant called Ivanhoe.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember? It had 7 bars. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
It looked like
the
a
Ivanhoe
forest.
restaurant. Yeah.
You on North Clark Street.
Exactly.
Yes. And a guy came to me very friendly, and he started talking to me, and he says, "You look like you're in show business." I said, "Well, somewhat I am." And he disappeared. All of a sudden, I hear somebody say, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have Nelson Sardelli here." And I got up and sang, and the guy came to me and says, "Nelson, I need you right now for 2 weeks. There's a furniture convention."
Huh.
I said, "I'm sorry, sir. I'm already employed in Michigan." He says, "I pay you doubled,"
Oh, my.
without asking me how much I was making. So that was my first show business lie.
What a
I said, I
great.
make a lot of money.
But that's Chicago's a great starting city.
Oh, yeah, but I sang there, but for 2 weeks. Then I called my boss in Michigan. He says, "Go ahead, Nelson, your job is back here." I went back to Brazil, and over there, somehow while I was waiting for the car, I got to sing on different radio stations, and my name was in the paper, full page, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So when I came back, I told people, say, wait a minute, let's have a little respect. You're dealing with an international star.
You are too funny.
Which means that bovine excretion has always worked in show business.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
funny.
what happened. I went to work in Chicago. Funny stories there, but I don't know how long is it the time we have on the show.
Well, I
But-
want to hear it. I tell you what. In Chicago, I was born and raised there, and so was Nancy. And
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, and I've had 3 restaurants and nightclubs there before I became an actor and went to Hollywood. So I understand exactly where you're coming from.
I'll tell you, I'll make this as brief as I can because it's a funny story. So I'm singing in the Ivanhoe many months already. And then they changed an orchestra on me, and they gave me a bunch of gypsies.
Oh.
They could play wonderfully in the key of C, but anything else was a disaster. So I was ready to get out of there when I got a call from some guy. He says, "Hey, we want to talk to you."
All right,
I thought he had some problem with his voice. So I went to see this place. Very funny little place, small. I mean, it was built in an L shape by the airport. And the guy came to me and says, "I'll tell you what, kid. I want you and a piano player. How much do you want?" I said, "Well, for me and a piano player, we're talking very early 59s and stuff like this." I said, "Oh, I will be happy with 400 and a quarter. You know, I figure I keep 300, a lot of money those days. I give the piano player 125, and he says, okay, kid, good deal. I give you 400. I say, no, sir, I appreciate your offer, but I'm talking 4 and a quarter. He says, no, kid, everything's... I said, no, everything is not taken care. Mind you that I'm not aware of who I'm dealing with, see, because I'm Italian, but I'm from Brazil. My father was a cop.
Hey, Nelson, we got to pause, but this is a great story. Let's come back.
This is a